one thing to consider on this dive is the following. It is a short dash. So if you didn't know right here, he actually did short dash. So pay attention to his champion. So here he auto attacks, E's, and auto attacks really fast. Did you guys see that? I don't know if you guys noticed that. So this is a basic skill on Lucian, the short dash. I don't like that he didn't actually dodge the Tristana W with his E. It's really important to actually do that because you also get slowed. But yeah, when you play Lucian, you can do the short dash or you can do the long dash. The short dash is more, say I want to go on this target and he has a friend there. So what I do is basically I try to go away from his friend and I try to kite like this, you know, and that is the long dash. The long dash is typically you just, you know, click really far away from your champion. But if let's say I want to do DPS on one guy, like aiming wants to do in that specific situation, typically you can just do auto attack and do the short dash like that. Did you guys see that? Like auto attack and just click really close to your champion, because if you do that, then it's going to be a short dash. Look at this. Auto, 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 boom. Like that, right? What's going on, guys? This is IC, and in today's video we will see how aiming is snowballing properly. We will see exactly how he converts his lead from the early game to the later stages. This is Korean high elo. He picked Lucian first pick. Why did he pick Lucian? Lucian is not necessarily like the best blind pick, specifically, especially because he lacks range, and if his teammates are not really gonna pick engage, it's gonna be very hard to play against a Jace, against a Syndra, against a potential Malphite. So why does he pick Lucian? It's very simple. He does pick Lucian because he wants to practice it. This is a pro player, so he plays in Scrims, Varus, and Corki and meta champions. So he doesn't actually necessarily need to, you know, pick a good champion blind. What are the best champions blind? The best champion blind, if you are watching this video and you're wondering, hey, what are the best champions blind for AD carry? The absolute best is Varus and Ezreal. And then you can also pick MF. Jhin is also a reasonable pick. Ashe is a fine pick. Of course, she's not that strong blind pick compared to the other, the Ezreal and Varus, but she can still work. And in this meta, you can also try to do Kai'Sa blind pick, because you have like multiple builds. There is AP build, there is AD build, there is Static Shiv with Umbral Glaive build. I think I played against a Grandmaster player yesterday with it. I don't know if he was like just, you know, trying to figure something out or he knew something. Jinx is also a reasonable blind pick. Caitlyn is a reasonable blind pick. But realistically speaking, Ezreal, Varus are absolute best because, you know, if I pick Ashe, I wouldn't say Ashe is a bad blind pick, but if they pick like Kali, Malphite, and like a few more assassins, Jarvan, it's going to be a bit hard, yeah. Okay, so how do they play this lane? They play Senna and Lucian, that's the brothers. They go for a cheese. He could start E. Okay, he's just going to start Q. Okay, the Seju is AFK. Okay, so it's against Seju support. That should be super easy to play. He wanted to recall here because it was still pre 1 minute, so you can still get a recall. He wanted to get a kill here. Like, it's really important to actually check here. He actually waited for his double auto attack so he can steal the kill. And then here he walked up because he knows that they were chunked into the tower, so he wants to stop the recall of the people. It's really important to also see these details. He pings. It's really important to, you know, communicate with your support because in the brush. And I don't think he's gonna like go for like too many auto attacks here. I think what's mostly going to happen here is that he's just gonna look to poke two minions and then just back off. Yeah, and then now just back off. It's important to actually know that he was starting to disengage before he starts the Q, as you guys can see here, just because he doesn't want to stay in this fight inside of the wave. This is really good. Now he stays into the brush. Did you guys see that? So he walks into the minions, and here he slightly gets the aggro of the minion, the Senna, and then he slightly gets the aggro, which means all of these minions will hit only one minion now. So this slow push is actually a little bit more efficient, a little bit better, and now they just play for zoning. So the only thing that you should think about right now, so Seju has W, so you can just perma poke. So there is the level 3 gank. It is a Jarvan as far as I'm concerned, so it's gonna be the absolute earliest gank is 245, and that's gonna be like 3 camps into both side, or just 3 camps stop into both side. It could happen to 45, but it's pretty rare, and most of the junglers they gank you after 310, 315, around 330 he should be on the scuttle on the river. So if you're getting 330 gank, I mean, it's kind of like silver level.
Are you an AD carry main who feels like no matter how well you play, win the lane, make good decisions, play mechanically well most of the times, but you still have no real impact? You crush it one day, win 5 games in a row and feel unstoppable, but the next day you lose every single game and start doubting yourself. Am I even a good AD carry? What can I do if enemy top lane and mid lane are so fed? Imagine a world where you never let the lead slip away. You know exactly how to push your advantage, exactly when to rotate at the right time, and how to control objectives so you can snowball the game. A world where, as AD carry, you don't feel forced to make risky plays and you don't drop your lead. But you don't have to imagine it, you can make it a reality. This is Martin. He was grinding games, watching guides, and trying his best, but none of it seemed to work. The problem? He was focusing on the wrong things. You don't improve just by playing more games, you improve by fixing the small mistakes that cost you wins. And that's a problem that most AD carry face. From Platinum 3 to Diamond in 2 months. Billy found himself making the same mistakes over and over again, engaging at the wrong time or mispositioning in teamfights, dying for no reason, and he even knew some of the mistakes but he didn't know how to fix it. He would find himself guessing what to do next, unsure whether to push, rotate or fight while feeling completely lost in the mid game. Now, he knows exactly what to do at every stage of the game and his results speak for themselves. Silver to Emerald in a month. Shaquille went from Diamond 4 to Challenger. Alex went from Gold to Grandmaster, and they are not alone. They are part of a growing community of over 3,254 players who have taken coaching and transformed their gameplay. But here is the truth, this was not overnight and it was not effortless. Shaquille spent 2 years grinding to reach Challenger, not by playing more, but by playing smarter. Alex dedicated 26 months refining his skills and climbing to Grandmaster once he started focusing on what actually matters. So no, this is not a one session and you'll climb instantly, promise. If you're looking for that, if you're looking for a shortcut, this isn't it. But if you're willing to put in the time, willing to put in the effort, apply the right mindset and focus on the details that actually matter, this is the proof that coaching actually works. You're closer to being a great AD carry than you think. Most players just need to uncover what's actually holding them back. That's it. You could keep grinding, watching random guides and hoping for progress, but how much time will you waste before realizing something is missing? You could finally find the real mistakes that have been keeping you stuck and start making real progress. You have already put in the effort. Now let's make sure it pays off. Book your coaching session now at bizaz.com.
Yeah, he just walks up. He doesn't really care much about Seju. He just cares about stoning the Tristana XP. In case you didn't know the XP, the range in which you can get the XP is 1500, which is actually the Jinx W, exactly the Jinx, or the Rek'Sai Q if you play Rek'Sai. So here, you walk up, you can't really get the minions of melees. Melees do more, give more XP than casters. It's pretty good. Now he just like walks up. He doesn't really care that he tanks a lot of minions, and he doesn't actually care that he loses some minions himself, just because he gets the XP of these minions. Even though he doesn't get the gold, but Tristana loses the gold and loses the XP. So now we see some pings. This is obviously, we don't see the minimap, but this is the dive ping. I'm assuming that Belveh is petting towards bot. I don't know why you would pet towards top, so most likely Belveh is behind. But we don't know where is enemy jungle. If enemy jungle is good... Oh, okay, he actually goes to W level 2, which is really interesting. I guess he's thinking, I have Senna. Why would I get E? Because I can just poke with my W in my E. This is really good. I like the adaptability. Like I see a lot of players, even when they play Tristana, sometimes they just, you know, start W. They do have barrier as far as I'm concerned, so they take it really slow. I really like this. Like, look at this poke. Like, they hit auto Q, and look how well he plays around the tower range. Like, pay attention to this. So he just pokes, and look, he walks back, auto attacks Qs, animation cancel, of course, backs off of the tower range. So here, this is like a really good. Did you guys see that? So he's walking up, and then he's pressing S, so he baits Tristana or Seju to use heal or barrier. I don't know what they choose, but this is just a little bit of a mind game. Sometimes I see a lot of challenger players, they just step, like they step here, they do nothing, and then the enemy just panics with the barrier, and then after they don't have barrier, then you dive. Yeah, the same thing here. Look at this. That's W, and look at the Lucian. Look at the Lucian. He's just pressing S, he's trying to angle his Q, but he doesn't actually auto-attack because he knows this guy has barrier. And then he just ends up killing this guy. Okay, I think this guy should die here. I just hope no one dies. Okay, now I think he's dead. Yeah, okay. The reason why he's dead is because Senna was tanking the tower, wasn't she? Yeah. And this is the second tower. It's a stack tower. Why didn't he barrier? He didn't barrier because he's dead anyways. This tower range does a lot of damage. He also, I think he forgot to use his potion. Like, I would use potion now just to ensure that I'm gonna die without giving them any chance. And he tanked this tower shot like a little bit unnecessary. A little bit. But yeah, I would say that is really worth. Tristana loses so much. He's so ahead right now. She has like 3 farm Trist, just going for pickaxe. Wave is coming into him. Let's see what he's gonna do. He's gonna E here. Sejuani is mid. Okay, good information to know. We have long sword on Trist. So let's see what you E. So you E, attack. So pay attention to how he E's. He never E's like directly to the target. He always E's diagonally. So if you want to hit him, you don't E here. You click here and you E like this. You stay here, you hit him, and then you go into the brush. That's the concept, so you don't actually tank all of the minions. Like, did you see that? Like, from here, he eat like diagonally. He didn't eat like this, right? And then now, he tries to Q, and as I said, going towards the brush so he can de-aggro the minions. He wins this no matter what, I think. He has barrier. Tristana shouldn't have barrier, and he's also pickaxe. Okay. Yeah, that was a bit crazy. That was really crazy here. One thing to consider on this dive is the following. It is a short dash. So if you didn't know right here, he actually did short dash. So pay attention to his champion. So here he auto-attacks, E's, and auto-attacks really fast. Did you guys see that? I don't know if you guys noticed that. So this is a basic skill on Lucian, the short dash. I don't like that he didn't actually dodge the Tristana W with his E. It's really important to actually do that because you also get slowed. But yeah, when you play Lucian, you can do the short dash or you can do the long dash. The short dash is more, say I want to go on this target and he has a friend there. So what I do is basically I try to go away from his friend and I try to kite like this, you know, and that is the long dash. The long dash is typically you just, you know, click really far away from your champion. But if let's say I want to do DPS on one guy, like aiming wants to do in that specific situation, typically you can just do auto attack and do the short dash like that. Did you guys see that? Like auto attack and just click really close to your champion, because if you do that, then it's going to be a short dash. Look at this. Auto, 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 boom. Like that, right? So it's really important if you play a champion like Kaisa, if you play a champion like Lucian. If you don't know these things and you don't use them, it might just lose a lot of games for you. Because people are always asking me, hey bro, I don't do damage, I don't do damage, why don't I do damage? I mean, yeah, it can be team fights, it can be that you're split pushing too much, it can be a lot of things, but it can also just be you're not knowing your champion. And I coach people that have like 2000 games of Lucian and they don't know that. Okay, I don't know why he doesn't recall here, because wave is coming into him. Okay, so wave is coming into him here, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, wave is coming into him, but he just has 400 gold. So he's thinking, hey, yes, wave is coming into me, but what if I push and I can just get multiple waves and I can get like an 800 recall? Yes, now Tristana should be very close. So he sneaks the plate. Okay, this is very important because if he had enough gold for like a Warhammer, like 1100 gold, he will let this wave to come into him. Now he doesn't do it because he prefers to have a better buy and he breaks this slow push into him. Now he pushes this. Remember that Tristana is very close. Like Tristana respawned at 354. What does it mean? That means after pushing this wave, it's quite greedy to get the plate. Why? Well, it's basically 15 seconds since she left base. It takes 25 seconds. And in general to get from base to tower, and 23 to 22 on Tristana if you're human and using your W to get to the lane. So she's very close. She's basically passing the second tower. So if you hit this tower, you might die or get stopped of the recall. The reason why he does it is because the plate is really low. And yeah, we see that Tristana was already here. It is Sejuani support, so another support could stop his recall. Obviously, he's thinking about all of these things and he's always checking the Tristana tempo. He's checking the HP of the plate. If the plate HP is healthier, like half HP or full HP, he does not take it because he knows he can just throw his advantage. But he knows all of these things, all of these variables. He's thinking actively about them. The plate HP, what is Tristana, can Sejuani stop me, you know. Now it's a slow push into them, to all of the minions. Just get this pushed in. Okay, he has a ward on the river. We don't really see it on the minimap, but he can just face check it. Typically be careful because he's very greedy to do this. I see it in low elo all the time. If you don't know what is a jungle, don't do this, just go around, right? But now he most likely, he has two information. One, he might have information that the jungle is top, or two, his Belva is just behind him. So he does it. But again, for low elo, it's not something that you can follow because, yeah, it's very often that people will camp there and just really, ooh, I want to see this combo. So he started W. He did a long dash, W auto, long dash, auto Q. So, yeah, very good. And he even didn't need to Q. Now he Qs all of the minions, pushes this wave. And I want to see what he does. So typically here I would recall, but the thing is he can stay as well. because it's 1v2 and Seju just respawned. Pay attention to death timers of Seju. It's really important to pay attention to the death timer of Seju. Now I think he has information that enemy jungle is not here. I don't understand why Tristana would recall here, because now she would lose actually even more, and she was healthier, so she could actually stay. I think she's just tilted. She's 14 farm, she's just tilted, but she should stay. Now he can push this wave. I don't think you can stay more than the wave. So Tristana just recalled, so you can easily get the plate. Can even get the wave. Tristana now should be close to the inhibitor, so unless he has information that enemy jungle is bot lane, he takes this wave, he recalls. I don't think there is a ward where he stays. I think he should brush recall, or maybe he should like recall here. Okay, he recalls in the middle of the lane, which is interesting, but I see the people are not even trying to stop his recall, which, yeah, okay, they were, but just too late. The thing is, if Seju is good, he just walks up. I think if this is like another pro player, he would choose to recall like here, right? Like he even almost got stopped. But now they're tilted, right? Like Tristana has 20 farm. It's tough to say like Sejuani is a bad player. I mean, maybe he's a master, maybe he's a challenger player. I wouldn't say it's, you know, we can say it's a bad player. I want to see what aiming is doing, because Seju is on the river. I think he's gonna push immediately. From this point, if your jungle is on the river and his contest scuttle, it's just better to just push right away. Yeah, like this. Like there's no reason, if that is the map state right there, no reason to slow push. And then now you can just zone, so walk up. We kill Sejuani, so even if jungle is here, we should just easily win. It is just a Jarvan in the end. Okay. Let's see. I want to see the Q on all of the minions. Be very efficient when you're pushing. And now, since Sejuani respawns, she should be around the inhibitor right now. You can easily get the tower. We have Belveh around. Is he gonna do the EW combo? Yeah, I think he's just fine. But this is really good. And I like that he didn't actually make it obvious. Like, pay attention to Lucian. Like, he didn't just completely walk up here to tell the Sejuani that Belveh is waiting her into the brush. He just plays normally. And then when Sejuani is here, like, Sejuani didn't even know that, you know, Belveh is there. So why do I say that? Based on the body language of Lucian, Sejuani can actually know, or at least assume, you know, what is going on the map. And body language and mind games in Challenger, they're pretty common. I would say after you hit Masters, I think even Master, maybe no, okay, low Master, yeah, low Master too, but mostly in like Master Plus and Master stuff. Okay, I really like this. Tristana is back to the lane. Belveh needs to recall. He has money for item. There is no reason for you to keep pushing. You take this wave and you recall. Even this wave is kind of greedy. But now he knows Jarvan is mid because he just killed Anivia and Belveh was around bot. So you push this wave, and now even if Senna stays, you just back off and you recall. This is the proper decision making. Like if your super stuff like stupid things, like the way the carry works is you can follow your support and commit fully, which would be super stupid in that case with Senna because it's just a bad play. You can completely, you know, you can hover, which is basically stay around and try to, you know, do damage but keep yourself safe, or you can just ignore, which was the best play in that case because he has like item for Essence River. He went top, which again for low elo I do not recommend. The reason why he went top here is because he's unbelievably strong, but for you in low elo I don't recommend you to group top unless you know you're really strong, because pay attention to this Jace is 2-2, Lucian is 2-1, like 4-1, sorry, and Jace is almost level 9 and this guy is level 6. So if AD carries are very weak, unless you know for sure you can kill the enemy top lane, unless you know for sure you have jungle behind you, support behind you to stay top and get plates, it's safer to go mid. At least on mid lane you'll face like an Orianna, you know, like a Syndra, which is annoying, but you can at least play safe. But if you play top lane against a Malphite that is 3 level up on you, he ults you, there is absolute no counterplay, right? Or like any champion like Jax, you know, Jax even 0-5, he's gonna beat AD carry. And look, he's staying top, he's getting ganked. That's what I'm saying. His jungle is not around him. This is still SoloQ. He can do it. I like the flash. I really like how he played it here. Like he backed off W first for MS. Now he flashed his combo because of course there is a Talia thingy. He still has the potion. He still has a barrier. It looks like this skin does a lot of damage, which I like. So don't group in SoloQ on top lane unless you have your teammates around you and you're really strong. Just go mid lane. Like I like the fact that he's trying to snowball, but this is not applicable for low elo. Because in low elo, no one will play around you. And in low elo, you won't have the mechanics of this guy to, you know, save yourself from dying. I really like this rotation as well. Very good map awareness. He immediately moved. He pinged. And then when he sees that he's not dead, then he just immediately backs to go to top lane. Of course, he's also thinking about Anivia needing to be mid, because when I play Zerat in Challenger or Anivia, if I play these champions, it is very, very non-intuitive to stay top. You know, because that's why I play Zerat. That's why I play Anivia. I don't play Zerat to stay top, you know, to split push. I play Zerat to clear waves. So that's what Aiming was thinking about. Okay, he just went for plated boots. I don't think they have much value, like the tier 2 boots in general on Lucian. But if you want to buy like cooldown reduction or... wait, what was that? How did he get damage there? That was really weird. Ah, okay, he just got the shock blast by Jace. Okay, let's see how he's going to play now. So, let's see if he's going to hit the tower. I don't know where is the jungle, so it could be greedy to hit the tower like this. He does have the dash. There is a ping from the Belve, I think. Okay, he just stays right hand side, which means Belve is soon to be seen close to him. Yeah, be very careful when you're hitting the tower like that. It's quite greedy in general, but of course, he most likely has Belve super close around. Yeah, okay, he's just autopilot. No, he didn't have Belve. Belve, like I think now Belve he's just farming Gromp. So, is he hitting the tower good here? It's not, but the game is like 15-3 or something, or like 15-9. So he's thinking the game is over. Let me hit the tower. Should you do this in low elo? I mean, probably not, unless you're super confident you can dodge them. I think it is Lucian against Sejuani Jarvan, which is really easy to play. You can easily escape. You have just a lot of ways to escape. So that's why he's doing it. But if you're low elo and you're playing Ashe or something and you're hitting the tower, then you might not do that. Okay, he died, but I think... So Seju died. Use Q ult. Okay. Yeah. So I think it's okay. It is a shutdown for Talia, which I wouldn't say it's good. Let's see if he's going mid lane. Typically here I would look to catch a side lane if they... Okay, top lane is pushed. Bot lane is most likely pushed as well. He's double farm of Tristana and he needs to fight. So being bot is a bit silly, but if you can, you know, catch the wave or fix wave states on side lane first before going mid is fine. I would suppose that Aurora already fixed the wave on the side lane. So Belve is onto the Herald. Okay, I like this. Pay attention to this, guys. Look, he was more patient. He's thinking, bro, maybe this game is not over yet. Look at him, look at him, look at him. He's backing go. See that? Look at him. He's not hitting the tower without Aurora being really close to him and Belve. And I really like the E as well. You can just E away from the Talia, because if Talia is on the left here, the furthest away you can be is on the right. But obviously I would try to play around Belve a little bit more on the left, because I'm not sure what is his vision on the right. The concept in League is you either play around your people that give you vision or around vision. So if you have vision both side and people top side, then you can play around both. You can just play around, you know, left or right depending on where the enemy team is sitting. But typically in solo queue I like to play around teammates because, well, you don't have much vision in solo queue with a low elo support, right? So I mean, of course, if I play on my main, I play in Grandmaster, so I have decent players. But if I play in low elo, then my jungle is on top side. Okay, I'll try to play around that and not do anything stupid and just walk on the right hand side, because then I'm gonna kill myself. Okay, so they push. They need a little bit more gold. Okay, the E is very nice here. Look, yeah, you just E to cancel the animation. So this way you get more value. So what did we learn from this this player? I mean, personally, what I like to see is like how he follows. Like, look, he has his item in base. He knows he took so many towers. Everyone has gold. And now, after he got caught, it might look good here, but he has no ulti, he has no E, he has no W. He just pings and he ignores. Of course, there are fights that you're covering, as I said. There are fights that you're committing with your teammates, and typically that's fine. But if you have your item in base, you have no cooldowns, you don't need to feel forced to follow. This is what I think was the main thing in this, like, he was very confident, understanding when to follow and when he needs to do something. And also, I like a bit his adaptability, because he bought plated boots, sure, but at the same time, it felt like after he died mid lane, hitting the tower, he adapted and he was like, okay, let me wait my teammates. He immediately learned from, like, it's not a mistake that he doesn't know, because obviously he knows that mistake, but it was a bit silly and he just like underestimated his teammates, his enemies. And then after he did that, he immediately adapted. He was like, okay, I'm never going to do that mistake again. And I think that that's a great skill to have, right? If especially in low elo. You make a mistake, just don't repeat it. Don't be tilted. just don't repeat. So thanks so much guys for watching. Hoping you guys enjoyed and hope to see you in the next video. Okay, bye bye guys.
$5. If you have problems improving and getting better in the game faster but cannot afford booking coaching, on my Patreon you can access more than 627 VOD reviews, premium videos about how to wave management, mid-game macro, and tier lists that will show you the best champions to climb and to improve for your elo. And these are not on YouTube, this is only on Patreon, they're exclusive. Moreover, you can participate in the free coaching waiting list to get a premium VOD review. I'm giving away 2 free VOD reviews every single week. All what you need to do is simple 2-step process. Subscribe to my Patreon and share your OPGG and voila, you are on the waiting list. You're gonna get a personalized VOD review for any game in your match history. For just $5, you get not only the free VOD review, but a whole bunch of exclusive benefits that will supercharge your gaming experience. It's a small investment for a big return. And it's just $5, it's no brainer, right? But here is the deal, you've got to act quickly. The waiting list is already filling up fast. 55 people already subscribed to the Patreon, and there are 6 people that they already are on board, they are on the waiting list. And more are joining every moment. Now, do you want to secure your spot for a free VOD review? Go ahead on my Patreon and reserve it right now.